everyone. So today's going to be a little bit different. We actually have some guests from eNVy Gaming, Nick and Vik. So hi guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, great to join you.
Yep. So today we're going to get together and talk about top 10 anticipated games. So we're each going to give our lists and see some comparisons, some differences, and some overall thoughts on some fantastic games
before
coming.
We do that, first of all, make sure you subscribe, follow along with us. We go through our journeys through our collection of 3,000 plus games. And also go over and visit Nick and Vik's site, eNVy Gaming, and check out their site as well and subscribe to them because they got an awesome site. I can say that one of the first people we met while we were on, starting this journey, and they were a big inspiration to us as far as checking out their site, and they were a few months ahead of us when they launched, and we got to kind of grow along with them.
So it's absolutely fantastic and a blast. So let's dig in. Well, guys, let you start. What's your number 10?
We're going to talk about how we produced our list first.
Okay, yeah. Well, what we did, we had like 15 games. We narrowed down to 15, and then separately we did order these. So then we calculated the order, like as far as 1 through 15. The lower number cumulative of us two is going to get first place. And then we just did it that way. The highest number got 10th or 15th or whatever. So we do have like 5 honorable mentions here. But that's how we did it. We just tried to even it out between us.
Yeah, he did the math. Thank goodness.
The easier version.
Yeah. We just basically fought to the death over ours.
Yeah.
So
no, I think there was some back there at the end.
So yeah, I mean, basically similar approach. I put together an initial list of the ones from my Kickstarters and from pre-orders, and then also what's coming that we could find that was coming down the pike, and then got with Rob and got his impressions, and got with Miranda and got her impressions of what she had and what she was interested in, and then we did kind of a weighted score on each one. And whichever ones we all averaged out the lowest, just like you guys did, we ended up putting at the top. So
okay,
yeah.
So number 10.
I'm thinking this one could be a crossover. This is one I was thinking maybe. I'm interested to see how many crossovers we have. I'm gonna guess we have 3. Before I give number 10, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with 4.
4? Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna go 4.
We won't spoil it, but I'm gonna guess this might be one.
So.
So number 10 is Darwin's Journey. It's a Simone Luciani game. So already I'm excited because you got Newton, you got Lorenzo, you have Marco Polo, all those great games. It's a worker placement game, Euro through and through, looks fantastic. And Darwin's Journey was for sure going to make the list. Surprisingly, it just barely made the list.
Yeah.
So the way we're doing it is if I'm actually talking, it's higher on my list than it is Vik's. And I'm actually surprised because I thought Vik was really adamant about this game. But I picked it a lot higher than
We took our list and divided it out about them, trying to figure out who was the one that was most excited about it. So we've got 3 assigned to each of us as kind of the main talker, but our number 1 pick we're just all going to chime in on.
Yeah.
So
Now I question, why wasn't this on the list?
This Journey was one of our more honorable mentions.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe it was on the list. But
I know.
yeah, it's a crossover. So
Okay.
down 1.
Okay.
So our number 10.
Is one of my picks from the Kickstarter is Great Wall by Awaken Realms, excuse me. Looks like an amazing asynchronous worker placement engine building game where you all have your units and everybody has their own units, but you got an AI of Mongol warriors attacking, and you're trying to prevent them from sacking the keep or breaking down the Great Wall. So you're trying to survive and get points. So it just looks like it's got some amazing minis, which is kind of what Awaken Realms is kind of known for. With their washing technique that they utilize is really cool. So fans of Nemesis, fans of Tainted Grail is one of my favorite games. So Great Wall, that's our number 10.
Okay. So number 9, what you got?
Number 9 for us is a Feld game. We are big fans of Stefan Feld. We have a lot of different games. We seem to gravitate towards them, like many other people in the hobby. But for us, Hamburg is our number 9 anticipated game. Lots of cards in the game.
I didn't know it was a Stefan Feld.
Is it going to be one of the remakes from one of his older games?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a reimagination, a re-implementation of Bruges.
Oh,
Bruges.
that's why. Because I have Bruges.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't get a chance to play that game, so that's why we're looking forward to trying this one out. It's different uses for cards and makes you really think about it, and lots of cards, and I like that. So excited for that type of game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all big Feld fans as well. So
Yeah.
All right, for number 9.
Number 9. This is probably one of our crossovers. It's Perseverance from Castaway Chronicles episodes 1 and 2. It's from Mind Clash Games, and that's makers of Anacrity and Tricarian. We're all big fans of those. We haven't reviewed Tricarian yet, but I'm sure it'll rate highly.
yeah, I'm sure it will.
I know it's one of your top 10.
Yes, it
So
was.
this one was we had to fight over who was going to talk about it. I won. So Euro style dice drafting, dice placement strategy game. It's a I believe it's a campaign game.
It's like 2 different games in one. So you can play them together or completely separate. But more importantly, it's dinosaur.
But it's the first 2 parts of a 4-part story. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see where
really
that goes.
neat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, seen that one. I'm excited about it too. Just like I was excited about your other pick. I love Awakened Realms, so excited. I'm a big Lords of Hellas guy, so she is too.
Yeah.
So already Awakened Realms is on fire.
Yeah.
But excited about that one too. I hear a lot about it. It's rightfully you would expect to be crossover. I'm gonna spoil it and say it's actually not.
Okay. We may be both off on our count.
Yeah, we might be a lot lower than we expect. Number 8 is one I don't think it'll be a crossover, but maybe because of the 2 titles that it's similar to. Ari's Expedition is our number 8. It is the card game for Terraforming Mars. It is a cross between Terraforming Mars and Race for the Galaxy. So what more do you want me to say? I absolutely adore Race for the Galaxy. And I like Terraforming Mars quite a bit. I prefer Underwater Cities, but I do like Terraforming Mars quite a bit. So that's our number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Our number 8, I had to fight tooth and nail to get this one on the list because it was so one of my most anticipated thematically for me. Wonderland's War, Druid City Games. This is one I saw at Gen Con a year or 2 ago where they were demoing it. I guess it wouldn't have been last year, it would have been 2 years ago. And I thought it was for sale, and I was so stoked. I went over to try to buy it, and it wasn't available. They were saying the Kickstarter will be coming eventually, and I got all in on that one. And Alice is obviously huge for me, and I love the figures and the poker chips. I mean, you can't go wrong with poker chips in a game. So super excited about that. Yeah, it looks beautiful. I'm hoping it's really good quality components because it looks amazing.
You talk about quality pieces, not about gameplay. The gameplay can totally suck.
It's Alex. I don't. What do you need? I mean, it doesn't matter if the game sucks. It's Alex.
I beg to differ.
It looks like a draft and gag building kind of game, which we like those kind of mechanics.
Yep.
So it's going to take a lot for it to kind of suck. So.
Yeah.
Number
7.
Number 7 for us is a continuation of a game series that we've really enjoyed. It is Now or Never by Ryan Lockett. We really liked Near and Far. So enough said about that when it comes to Lockett games. It's got great artwork, a great story, and we've had fun playing it with different groups that we've played it with. It has asymmetrical character abilities, which we always enjoy playing with, and good player interaction. We don't know that much about the game, but it's coming up, something for us to look forward to.
Yep.
So. Yeah, that's our number 7.
Our number 7 is Hippocrates. It's Kickstarter going on.
This is a cheat because
Yeah.
it's technically a 2-in-1 because
I didn't really get this, but Randy fought it.
Hippocrates. The reason we like it and excited about it is because we're getting Stroganoff with it, so it's a 2-for-1.
Ooh.
2 for.
So, well, I'm not, but I'm excited about Hippocrates because I have a lot of passion for the theme. So the fact that you're trying to heal people and things like that, but also it is an auction bidding, tile placement, resource management. So I'm excited about the historical setting as well as the gameplay that's going to be involved in there. So hopefully turns out really good. I'm excited to see.
It's amazing.
The pieces look amazing. That's a common theme of most of our list is everything has really nice components.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unique theme for sure. The Hippocratic Oath. I mean, you don't see that ever. I can't think of a game that's tackled that at all. But
Well, not
yeah.
necessarily the Oath, but Clinic, I think, might be similar in how it's medically themed. And
Okay.
so tile placement,
Yeah,
that part of it.
there's a very, very few medically themed games, but there are a couple, and I think we own all of them because of.
Well, you like the science ones.
Yeah.
We buy
I do.
all those, even though
I
they're not
do.
the best games in the world, but we
Well,
get them
I
anyway
also
'cause they're
think that
educational.
Sarah can grow into them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there's some that are cartoony, and then there's some that are serious, like Clinic. You guys have Clinic?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely good theme. Can't really criticize that. Number 6 for us is one that's should be coming up soon. Merchants of the Dark Road. It should be delivering soon. I'm really excited about that. The look of the game, just the theme too. You're merchants. You're going to the dark road. You're losing daylight, and now you're trying to be extra brave. And it's one of those games where you're trying to balance a certain attribute, like your courage or your fame, let's say, and your money. And you're saying the lowest one is what your final score is going to be. So you have to do that balance act. Other games have done that. First one springs to mind, Heaven and Ale, but there's so many games that the lowest one, Bunny Kingdom, I think.
Yeah,
even.
I think that one is.
No, maybe not. What game am I thinking of? That the lowest, we just played it with Bunny Kingdom. Anyway, it's fairly common now where your low, you have to keep everything up, and then your lowest on the track is what your final score actually is. Yeah. Merchants of the Dark Road, I'm excited to see. I got the deluxe edition. It looks so good. The coins look phenomenal. The lanterns, I mean, it's exciting.
Okay, fantastic. Number 6 is Pipeline Emerging Markets. So I'm a huge Pipeline fan. So Ryan Courtney, he's done a couple of games, Pipeline and Curious Cargo, and I love both of them because there's that puzzle element along with the marketing kind of thing, which is totally up my alley. I love those economic games, and so this fits in those two niches that really. So the fact that there's going to be another expansion to a game that I absolutely love, that I was like, this one's going on because I'm super excited to play the expansion.
Yeah, Pipeline is a group, we love playing that game.
Yes, we do.
We haven't tried that game. We like economic games and that kind of mix of marketing with the whole puzzle pieces. We do like that, but we haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, you should definitely try it.
Definitely should try it. It's really good. And Curious Cargo is a great 2-player. So with you guys playing 2-player a lot, I would really strongly recommend that one.
I still haven't got to play it yet.
I know, what a shame.
So many games.
I consider that cheating, by the way.
All
All right, number 5.
What do you got?
So number 5 for us might appeal to you, Miranda. It is My Father's Work. It's a Kickstarter that we have coming up. This is a high production value, game which you get with Renegade Game Studios. We're hoping it's everything that Abomination wasn't. We really wanted to like Abomination, Heir of Frankenstein. I don't know if you've played that game.
Oh, yeah, we actually do like that one. So there's another one again.
Yeah, so maybe something that we didn't, agree with necessarily, but we had, we reviewed the game. We thought it was just very long, and for some reason, it didn't really strike us the way we wanted it to. We really wanted to like the game when we saw it, and we looked at the unique theme of the game.
And we liked it up until hour 3, I'd say. We liked it.
Oh, wow, I don't think it ever took that long.
Yeah, I think
What happened?
Yeah. There are shorter versions of it you can play with variants.
Yeah, there's a variant, yeah.
So it's a common criticism of it, but we just played the whole game and a couple times like, this is lasting, like overstaying its welcome.
And it was just us two, so we were worried about like playing it with more
player count
people.
might make it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then if it takes longer, geez, I don't know. But I like the game. I like the worker placement part of that. So we're thinking My Father's Work might be what we're looking for in this.
I've not looked into it, but I've heard about it, and I've heard it sounds like it's.
I've been eyeing it. I haven't hit the button on it yet. It's on my.
Listen, I'm liking their list better than on my list.
Well, if you're okay with it, I will go ahead and back it. I'm actually on that one. So if you are good with it, I will certainly back that one.
Yeah, there's several on their list. I'm like, why aren't they on our list?
One's already on under a different name. So
it's hard to keep track of so many games. You know, we
Yeah.
were just thinking of what game we played not long ago that had the different tracks. I still can't think of it, can't remember. We reviewed it. And I just had no idea getting into this hobby how many, and you have a way bigger library than we do, but my goodness, it's,
Yeah.
it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's funny because when I'm like, you know, that game that we played, it had the like moving thing, and they're just looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm like, that's all I
Yeah,
got.
I remember Randy referencing that once. Like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking.
And the sad thing is I usually get it right.
Yeah, it's a little puzzle to solve.
All right, our number 5 is similar to what you guys picked, actually. You picked Now and Never. We picked Sleeping Gods. So we're really looking forward to this new Red Raven game. It's more, I think it's got more of a legacy element to it. But it's another Ryan Lockett in the same world as Now and Never, or
And it's going to be coming out
Near
this
and
week.
Far and all those games. It looks really good, though.
Yeah.
And we've heard really good things about the story behind it. It's got actually more of a story to it than most of the other ones that Ryan's did. So we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we fought over whether this should go on the list because by the time we get this video processed and uploaded, I was afraid it might already be out.
Yeah, that's why we left off ours.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4.
All right, number 4 is half a crossover, I guess you call it, because it's Stroganoff. You mentioned it. I mean, Andreas Stedding, I loved Gugong. I absolutely loved Gugong.
I do too.
Yeah.
Hands of Tonic, obviously everyone knows if you're into the board gaming hobby. Just the most Euro thing you can ever Euro. And this one's like a hunting theme. So you're collecting furs, getting wealth, you're trying to get prestige in your little what do you want to call it, your little tribe. And yeah, it just because of Gugong, because of that, how well that played and how well it looked for a Euro, I am expecting this one. When I saw the look of this one, I was excited. I'm like, all right, Andreas Stedding is for real.
Mm-hmm.
Our number 4.
This is like our first crossover.
First crossover.
First crossover. Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
Yes.
We are a huge fan of the Terraforming Mars series. We have played that game probably the most in our collection.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised this came in at 4. I really thought this would be like number 2. Because there's one that was going to be number 1, and there was nothing that was going to compete with it in my eyes. But I was surprised this was number 2, not number 2.
Yep. So I really think that's all to be said. It's Terraforming Mars, and we're super excited. It's a series that we absolutely love, and it's cards. So I'm hoping I can't wait to see how they make it happen.
I'm hoping, because I read early reviews and they're not great, so I'm hoping it doesn't pan out that it's kind of a disappointment.
Well, I like the idea of a more streamlined version of Terraforming Mars. I like Terraforming Mars, don't get me wrong, but if we could play a quicker version of it, I'm all for it.
You know, it's quicker if you don't play with Randy.
That's true.
That's true. I kind of bring it down as far as pace.
I didn't hear the negative reviews, so I'm surprised. I thought I heard positive reviews. I'm a little worried now. But yeah, I was really excited. That's supposed to be coming fairly soon, turnaround, considering when we had to back it. I think it's coming at the end of summer, beginning of fall.
Yeah, I think so. And the thing is, what I think people are saying, it's like a crossover between Race for the Galaxy and Terraforming Mars.
Which is what you guys
And I think because of that, some people are like, the people that like one are not fully engaged in the other.
Oh.
Good news for us.
Yeah. So given the fact that we kind of like both, I think I'm hopeful that we'll like it.
All right, so we're at number 3 now.
Number 3 for us is a continuation of that space kind of theme, but for us it's ISS Vanguard. When we first saw this, the previews that we watched on YouTube, just blew our minds. Cooperative campaign game, really innovative, something that I haven't seen before with a binder, putting different selections and modules together, just really the collaboration that goes, it's very elaborate in the game, and I thought that was cool. Epic is the word I think you can use to describe it. Love the crew member selection. I mean, there's so many characters to pick from, and we're just really excited, and I love the space theme. I'm a sucker for that theme, so I think it'll be a lot of fun for us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the art is beautiful in that one, and I was eyeing that one a while back, but they lost me with the word co-op, so
I really wanted to back it, but I went ahead and went all in for Nemesis because I didn't own Nemesis. And it's like I couldn't afford ISS Vanguard as well as Nemesis. So, but I have the art book, because the art book they sent out with Tainted Grail as an extra. And the art book is fantastic. It looks beautiful.
It does look really good, and we like the cooperative games to kind of break up some of our competitive gaming. And I'm more partial to them, I think, than Nick is, but I like to add them in when I can, the co-ops to the collection.
Yeah.
So our number 3 is another crossover, Merchants of the Dark Road. I am so excited for this game, like Nick is. I just can't wait to play it. I love the rondel action selection part of it. I love that worker placement part of it. Obviously looks fantastic. I love like the wooden cart meeples that are on there. They look really good, and it's just everything about it just screams Robert loves me, and so I'm gonna love it.
So yeah, whenever he came over with his list, I'm like, I have never heard of half these games you got.
And I was like, you've never heard of Merchants of the Dark Road?
No, I
was like one of the most highly anticipated games.
Not for me. I had not heard.
I didn't hear about it until he mentioned it. I had to look it up.
Yeah, I am so excited.
Oh yeah. Right,
we are on number 2 now.
Okay.
So number 2 for us, continuing on themes that I absolutely adore, dinosaurs, and this is Dinosaur World. I didn't skip a beat. I was right there on the Kickstarter as soon as I had been following Pandasaurus prior to it, leading up. We had a lot of fun with Dinosaur Island. We have the Totally Liquid expansion. Just love the presence that it brings on the table. And with this one, it's another worker placement. The box looks sick. It looks amazing. I love the way that the artwork looks on the cover. And I just think that I like all the different ways to score points in it that I've heard about. And dinosaurs, theme parks, you got me. I have to go for it.
It's funny that Vik wrote sick with 3 eyes, 2 C's, in her notes.
Yeah.
She just wanted to say that. Just want to say sick.
I like it a lot. Yeah. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we backed Dinosaur Island when it first came out, and then the follow-up. But once we played it, I was not as impressed with it as I was hoping to be.
I liked it quite a bit, but
I just felt like there were too many. There was like too few strategies to victory. There was seemed like there were certain things that were way overpowered that were going to win, and that's what I didn't like about it.
Okay.
Did you add the Totally Liquid expansion by any
We haven't opened. I've got it, but we have never played it.
Have you guys tried Dinogenics? Because I hear that's a better version.
Some people like it more, but no, we didn't try it.
No, he's
I've heard
deprived me of it. Too many other games that we're playing instead. No, we haven't done that yet, but I thought the Totally Liquid had something more in terms of the modules, the blueprints. I thought it added more versatility and ways to score points and victory paths, and that's what I
Gives
hear.
you some direction too.
Yeah, the direction is helpful to know, have some guide.
Going this path might help you with victory.
And I think Dinosaur World, they're trying to do that. That's what I hear anyway, from what I know.
It looks cleaner.
Looks
like
cleaner.
a design.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Our number 2 is one that I meant to bring the building. Oh, I got it over here. Hold on. Are we back?
Is it monuments?
Foundations of Rome. I actually won one of the prototype buildings for it. So, this is one that is from Arcade Wonders, which is not Arcade Wonders is not a company I generally like a lot of their games from, but this one I like tile placement, I like city building, and it's Rome. I love most Roman games I love, so I'm real excited about this one because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And then they made it where you could get the buildings all
3D printed.
well, not 3D printed, where they do the wash.
Oh yeah.
So, and they looked amazing. So I'm super excited. I mean, the prototype's pretty cool, but it's just, this is not like the kind
But
of
it's
resin.
signed.
Yeah, it's signed by the designer. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think they gave away 10 or 20 of them. I won one of them, so it's pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, our number 1 is Endless Winter. Endless Winter has a lot of hype around it. I'm buying into it. All the reviewers are loving this game. It's set 10,000 BC. You're, basically Neanderthals. It's worker placement and deck building combo. So you have that kind of maybe Dune, or Lost Ruins of Arnak, but it has variable ways to win. You don't it's not like Dune flaw. The Dune's big flaw is you just need those victory points.
Yeah.
And it seems, you're just kind of going for those victory points. But here you have different ways you can win. Looks amazing. It was, I think I had it number 1. Vik had number 2, so it added up to the best score. So number 1, Endless Winter.
Oh, our number 1. And this is probably not going to be a real shocker for you if you've watched our videos. We've already done 2 videos on this series. So
I think I know it.
It's A Wonderful Kingdom. So this is a bluffing card drafting game in the same vein as It's a Wonderful World, which is a family favorite. And I think that's why, is because we know a lot of these other games on our list, it's more of the adult, but It's a Wonderful World envelops the whole entire family, even the non-gamers. And so to have a game that will add to our repertoire of games that other, some of our more family friendly games, I'm super excited about it, and I think we all were.
It's a 2-player, and we don't generally play a lot of 2-player games, so when you and I are alone, we don't have anything to really fall back to. So whatever we were going to vote on this, Robert didn't vote it as high, but Miranda and I were number 1.
Yeah, it wasn't even on my list.
We've only played it one time, the original. On, again, the Dice Tower Cruise. We played it. I liked it a lot. I think Vik, maybe you didn't understand it right away, so you didn't like it as much. So she was getting pummeled and like, oh, this game sucks.
No, I never really got into Seven Wonders. I mean, it was okay, but I never really cared for it too much. I mean, drafting as a mechanic by itself is, to me, not sufficient. But when you pair it with something like engine building, like that game has, it just melds everything perfectly. And I'm hoping they capture it with this new game as well. My concern is they're mixing up the elements a little bit, so we'll see how it comes out.
So I'm curious, now that we got our 10 out of the way, is there any that you really want on the list that didn't make your top 10 individually?
Basically your list. No.
No, we actually did have some. Hold on.
Well, I can give us our honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we have 4 listed right here. The first one, this one didn't make it because I don't know enough about the game, but this one is just the looks alone, just the art. The guy, Andrew, I can't remember his last name on top of my head, for the Everdell artist, Andrew, can't remember, and Vincent Dutray did the artwork for this game. It's called Unconscious Mind. And just look at the box and you'll see why. It's like, holy cow, this is the best artwork I've ever seen in my life in a board game. If you just pull it up, it's incredible. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, I just want to play this just on the box. I've never had that feeling about a game. I've never had that feeling about a game. I'm not one that just says, oh, that looks awesome, I want to play it. This one did that. So what it was is the background was all done by Andrew, and I'm sorry, I don't remember your last name. Bozeman? I can't remember. But he did the background of the game, and the characters in the foreground were all done by Vince Dutray. And it looks amazing. So that was the first one. Sarkadian's First Light has a sequel coming out next year. I love Sarkadian's First Light. Caper is a good 2-player game that's coming out at Kickstarter. It's going to be by Keymaster Games, who did Parks, so the production quality is fantastic. And last one I have on the list, I don't know anything about other than Vladimir Suchi. So Messina 1347 is one that he's coming out with.
I like the plague idea of that one. The last one, Messina, has a theme around the plague and Italy's experience of that. It's kind of an interesting idea.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, we had a few re-releases and we scratched them because we were like, we already have their deluxe versions. Ticket to Ride Europe, 15th edition, Robert's favorite Ticket to Ride game. So that one's got us really excited.
I was excited about the new Canvas expansion.
Okay.
Yato Deluxe, I backed this as a gift for Robert for his Christmas or birthday one. And I got me a copy too, even though I have Yato because it's one of my favorite games.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been released once, I think, as the deluxe, but we got in on the second printing. Grand Austria Hotel, the expansion for that. That's one of our favorite games.
Nice.
We love the dice mechanic in that and getting the expansion. You know, the pieces don't look like they're going to be great upgraded that much, but it's supposed to be a slight upgrade to the pieces.
There were 2 that I was really kind of stoked for that, again, Randy didn't hear of. But Adventures in Neverland, which is a story.
I heard of that one. I backed it and then came back out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's a story-driven, looks like a really good story-driven game. And then Euthia, that one looks really good. It's like a dark board game, RPG type game. Looks really good.
Yeah, the Everdell expansion's coming out, the new Leaf and Mistwood. That's one of Miranda's favorites is the Everdell games. She loves
Yep.
those.
We just recently fell in love with those. We played them on the cruise and it didn't spark for us. And then we played it again when it was on sale, Everdell, and I guess people were selling ahead of a lot of these, the Kickstarter coming out. So it was reduced in price. And so we tried it again and we really like it now. And we want to add an expansion. We haven't done that yet to our Everdell. We just have the basic one. But
Belfair will be here Tuesday.
Oh, wow. That's news to me. I didn't know.
And the collector's edition of Castles of Mad King Ludwig. It's we love that game.
That one looks the upgraded pieces. I'm excited.
Yeah, we went all in for that. We got the giant pieces, so I don't know exactly what table we're going to play it on. The pool table is our best shot. Yeah, we might be building it Castles.
And then Clash of Cultures.
Oh yeah, Rob and I have both been waiting for that.
I cannot wait for that.
I was waiting for that. I thought that was going to be high on your list. Where's Clash of Cultures?
It was high on my list. It was really high on my list.
Yeah, Brandon never heard of it, and Rob and I were like, it wasn't high enough to make it, and I was like fighting so hard to get Wonderland's War on this list. I had to back it off. So yeah.
See, here's be honest. They two probably could have shared a list. I probably should have done my own list.
Okay. You could have 3 screens, 3 or 4 screens.
But yeah, Clash of Cultures is like the re-release. I'm really, really, really excited.
Yeah, Christian Markinson. He's only done other than that, he's only done one game, Merchants and Marauders. And you've been waiting 8 years. Yeah, you've been waiting 8 years for a sequel for this game. That was a 2012 release. So
yeah. So I mean, we decided because the list was too big that we were going to cut out most of the re-releases and the expansion stuff.
You're right.
For the ones we couldn't really pipeline on because that's her favorite game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vindication may have made a list if it was for expansions. We didn't put any expansions, or Caper got bumped off the list because it's a re-release. So
yeah,
same thought.
Yeah. Oh, and Nemesis Lockdown too.
Yeah, that was the Lockdown. We were excited for that one, but we didn't put it on there.
Well,
all right.
Guys, I had fun
this
talking
is a
about
blast.
It's really so exciting to talk about the new and upcoming games, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. We hope to catch you on the other side.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do another top 10 list together, at least one again. I think we should do some more in the future. I really enjoyed this.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was great.
Sorry about everyone's checkbooks that are watching. You should have more crossovers.
Well, you just doubled our game.
Right.
We apologize.
You said 2, 3. It was 2.5, right? We crossed over.
2.5. Yeah, Stroganoff was the half. Yeah.
Right.
I think
Although
it was.
if it had been my list would have been a lot closer to your list.
Would have saved people money if we had more crossovers.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
been great.
Well, thank you guys for watching our channel, and we hope to see you guys again. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. We'll see you guys.
And visit
Yes, and
subscribe
it's
over there.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.